Good morning to you. It must be 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time because it's time for another Hardison's tip. I'm your host, Brandon Hardison, and we do this to help out all of our brothers and sisters under the vertical of sales, whether it is major account, key account, up and down the street, in home sales, retail, automotive. We just want to get your heart racing before you get going on this wonderful Thursday, the 12th day of November of this crazy 2020 year. So, last time we were here, we were talking about ways that you can boost your sales success because someone sent me an email and they were just wondering how they should do out on the street. So, continuing on with that theme, how about shooting high? It's much more difficult to work your way up in an organization than it is to get referred down. So when you start low, it's an uphill battle that is rarely won. When you start high, however, at the C suite and get referred down, you're more likely to find the right decision maker. And that person is more willing to take care of you, whether it's a communication with a call, email, etc. After all, you're being referred to them by the higher powers, and you know how things work downhill. Take a page out of the old scout theory. Always be prepared. There are no excuses for not doing your research before a sales meeting. Recently, I remember doing a product demo with I helped the salesperson going on a call, and I had asked, well, let's do a pre-call before you go so I can see what she had and customization demo, how she would open up, good questioning, listening, taking notes, and on top of all of that we found some ways in her practice that she could do it a little bit tighter by asking some real insightful recommendations for the things that she wanted to sell. But only by doing the research, in other words, not in front of the customer, we practice. This way I could assess her and see what she was doing so she could be ready for the call. Also, provide value. Buyers want to work with people who are experts in their trade and can provide value to each and every conversation. What value can you provide? Not only once a prospect buys from you, but in your sales conversations leading up to the sale. What type of professional are you? And a good professional, while they're talking, they're learning and understanding the buyers. We need to be listening and taking notes. People say they can do mental notes. Please write your notes down and understand what you're writing. It's essential to understand what's important to each individual buyer and their decision making process. So, when we know this, you can move easier forward, matching your process to what their needs, wants, and desires are. Always answer their questions. And you know, the biggest questions, especially at the first sit, is going to be why? Why should I stop what I'm doing to listen to you? Why is your prospect on service better than the competition or what we're currently using? Why does it cost more? We need to be ready and proactive for these type of questions because they will come. But no ands, ifs about it. There's no silver bullet, not in sales. And each of these sales tips take work. So as you read through the list, as you continue to learn and pick up things from other people, maybe not all of it, but you like that little piece and you can incorporate it, please remember to do this: practice. We do not practice. We're grown people, men, women. I'm not going to practice. I'm grown. Well, if you don't practice, and then it's time to play and engage with the guest, guess who's going to win? The guest, because you're not prepared. So, even the best tips in the world, the best processes in the world are no good to help you drive business with potential clients unless you take the time and invest on being one of the best out there in our industry. Once again, Brandon Hardison for Hardison's Tips on a beautiful Thursday, November 12th, 2020. And as always, in parting, you go out and make it a chance.